breath, breathing in and out. I'd like you to close your eyes if you feel comfortable, or pick a point to focus on and soften your gaze. Feel the chair beneath you. Feel your connection to this space. Here, you are safe. Here, you are secure. Let's breathe. In through your nose.
Yeah.
And out through your mouth. Let's move your attention to the top of your head.
Yeah.
And breathe. Let's keep going up to the roof of this building, or whatever building you're in. Up into the sky, into the clouds, past all the layers of our Earth's atmosphere and into outer space. Let's picture the Earth surrounded in white light. In this light, we are affirming wholeness for the world. Let this light cover you. You and the world are encompassed in health, wholeness, and divine understanding. Let's breathe in this space of wholeness. Let's bring our attention back to our bodies, removing the light from the world, but knowing that the moment it touched it, it will be there forever. Bring it back to ourself, back down through the stratospheres and layers of the Earth's atmosphere, through the sky, to the roof of the building, and in this place, we breathe, feeling the chair beneath you. You are safe. You are secure. You are whole. And you are divine understanding. Let's breathe together. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Let's do that 2 more times. In through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. And when you are ready, be present in this moment. Wiggle your toes and your fingers. Open your eyes and focus your gaze. Thank you for going on this practice with me. Namaste.
Please join me in singing our thoughts or prayers.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Can we get a little bit of a louder good morning?
Good morning.
There we go. Okay. You are out there. You're here. We're here. You've made it. Thank you for coming today and being a part of our service. Your energy, your light, and your being is appreciated. I'd like to start today with a prayer. Divine, thank you for allowing us to work through our physical challenges. We know that you're there with us, along with the medications, to help heal us and become whole. Thank you for this lion season. We know that the next time we'll get them.
Next year we got it.
Thank you so much for our friends, our family, and our children. Their voices are truly pure and know the real meaning of life. Amen. So today I'd like to talk with you about prioritizing God. So we're going to cover a few questions, like what is God? What does God look like? Or what does it look like to prioritize God? What are some potential obstacles that we face in everyday life? And what are some action steps that we can take to prioritizing God? So, what is God? God has many names: divine, spirit, Father, Mother, Allah, just to name a few. And when we think of God, it's easy to think of God's attributes, like loving and kindness, and all the omnis: omnipotence, all-powerful; omniscience, all-knowing; omnipresent, everywhere, at all times; and omnibenevolence, all good, with no evil. But it's hard sometimes to put a true definition to God. You can say what God feels like, what God looks like to you. But to me, God is energy. It is the spirit, our spark, our divine attributes. God is not a man in the clouds with a big beard saying, you should do this. You should do it this way. I'm leading you, go, do, right?
Mm-hmm.
We are all individualized expressions of God.
Yes.
I also like to talk about the law of conservation of energy, which kind of goes into my definition of God. It states that energy can be neither created nor destroyed. It merely changes form.
Yes.
And isn't that us?
Yes.
Our energy is what we put into the world when we show up, when we're present. And that is us speaking to our God. That is us demonstrating our God attributes. Because all of those things that are God are us as well.
Yes.
Your spark is one piece of the greater whole, which is why we are all connected. Every person has God. They don't have to choose to acknowledge it, but it's there for us to see. So with this potential new look at what God could look like, how do we put God first? You find time to be centered and come back to source. Choosing peace in times of turmoil of daily living. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 6 says, in everything you do, put God first, and he will direct you and crown your efforts with success. So wherever your focus is where you're creating your priorities. When you notice your thoughts wandering to the things that are less than helpful, their challenges, and you're continuously focusing on these challenges instead of your good, the good of the people in your life. Let that be a notice or a red flag for you to start changing your thoughts and where you're going to go with your life. And you're like, okay, well, that's easy for you to say, right? It's easy to say it. Just change your thoughts. But what about the real life obstacles, right? What about the things in life that happen? I have props. So I have this container. I'm going to fill it, maybe. Is my container full?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Don't worry, Reverend Brian, I will be cleaning up after service. I promise, it's to make a point.
See, I'm doing that place for you a little bit.
I'll carry this one. I promise I'll clean after service. Is my container full?
Yes.
Well, you could put more. It's fuller.
Okay. And
That's a waste.
okay. Is my container full?
There's room in the front that we can see.
Oh,
You want to spin it around.
put more dirt in there.
Ooh.
We'll turn it around.
Okay.
There we go.
That looks more full.
You what?
I think it could take a little bit more liquid.
Well, that's a good point. But our golf balls represent the important things in life. God, our friends and family. The pebbles are the activities of daily living, showering, making sure your bills are paid, taking care of your car. And the dirt is everything else. All the, she said this to me, and how dare he talk to me like that? If you fill your vessel with dirt, there will not be room for your golf balls. There will not be room for pebbles. And the liquid on top reminds us that there's always time for friends. There's always time. It doesn't have to be elaborate. It doesn't have to be expensive. And it doesn't have to be a drink. It can just be a phone call. It can be a text. Check in. Be present and connected. Myrtle Fillmore goes a little bit deeper in her book, How to Let God Help You. She says, God never put anything in the way of progress. When we get rid of our fears, we find the way is clear for us to go the Lord's way. So these obstacles, all the things that we say that we don't have time for, that we can't do, is it that we can't? Or that we're building barriers? We're putting up these mental obstacles for ourselves. She goes a little bit deeper in the story of David and Goliath and talks about how David stood amongst a giant and said, I have my faith and my tool. He has a slingshot. And the giant laughed at him. How dare you? Who do you think you are? And he says, I am with the Lord, and I have what I need. And he did. He bested the giant. He did what he needed to do because he had the tools he needed. He needed his faith and one tool to take care of his giants, to remove his obstacles. And to me, that reminds me of the Marianne Williamson poem, speech, quote. I'm not 100% sure what it's called, but I want to read it for you today because it is very important in our society of sickness, in our society of lack or perceived lack.
There you go.
Our deepest fear is not that we're inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine, as children do. We are born to manifest the glory of God that is within us. It is not just some of us, it's in everyone. I'm going to say that one again. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. We are liberated from our own fear. Our presence automatically liberates others. To me, I see the biggest obstacle to not creating time for the things that matter is fear. Well, what if I reach out and they don't connect with me? What if they don't want to talk to me? I say reach out anyway. Share your light. Share who you are so that they can do the same. Because if you don't try to reach out, there is no attempt at connection. There's no, what is it? The worst you can get is a no, right? And by creating these opportunities, you're creating opportunities for others as well. So things you can do to overcome your fear and choose God first. You can practice gratitude. You can take a lessons in truth class.
There you go.
You can read the daily word daily, and not when you're feeling down or sad or depressed. You can pray alone, in dance, or with silent unity. You can volunteer your time, talents, and treasures. You have so much to offer. You can meditate or be in nature. There is more to you in your daily life when you decide to take on a practice, when you choose how your life is going to go, instead of letting it happen to you. Because if you let it happen to you, you're letting your thoughts dictate how you're going to live. I'd like to challenge you today. Pick one thing to do this week. You can pick prayer for every day of this week. You can pick gratitude one day, daily word the next, whatever it is. I'd like you to try. Share your spark. So today we talked about what God is, what it looks like to prioritize God, potential obstacles and action steps you can take. I'd like you to repeat after me. I am enough.
I am enough.
Okay, we can do a little bit better than that. Come on, guys.
What that was.
I am enough. I have all I need.
I have all I need.
Thank you. You are an irreplaceable expression of God.
You are
Let me do that one.
expression of God.
Can we say I am? So
I am an irreplaceable expression of God.
We'll try that one more time.
I am an irreplaceable expression of God.
Thank you for listening and being present today.
Thank you. Thank you.
Turn up the TV sound. Did you turn up the TV sound?
It worked earlier.
There it goes. Lord, I come, I confess, bowing here, I find my rest. Without you, I fall apart. You're the one that guides my heart. Lord, I need you. Oh, I need you. Every hour I need you. My one defense, my righteousness. Oh God, how I need you. Where sin runs deep, your grace is more. Your grace is found, is where you are. Where you are, Lord, I am free. Holiness is Christ in me. Lord, I need you. Oh, I need you. Every hour I need you. My one defense, my righteousness. Oh God, how I need you. Teach my song to rise to you. When temptation comes my way, and when I cannot stand, I'll fall on you. Jesus, you're my hope and stay. Lord, I need you. Oh, I need you. Every hour I need you. My one defense, my righteousness. Oh God, how I need you. You're my one defense, my righteousness. Oh God, how I need you. My one defense, my righteousness. Oh God, how